Catching the Ganga in his hipster top knot.
Okay, here we go.
Lord Shiva, the supreme hipster.
The original Supreme Hipster, right?
So welcome, guys. Thank you guys for being here. This is Bhagavad Gītā memorization of chapter 15. And we are on text number 6 of our class. We got Chance here, Clayton, Alex, and whoever's watching on Facebook land, and maybe we have some folks that are still showing up. We got Tammy. We got Tammy, Nanda Braj's, our good friend's mother, is here visiting. You still live in Oregon, or do you near Salem?
No, near Portland.
Near Portland. All right, good to have you here. And okay, we got Chapu coming in from Ecuador, originally from Venezuela. Welcome, welcome. Where's our we need, what is our gator wrestler? Our Louisiana Pujari.
Boy,
He's not here today or yet. So you guys passed through all the long verses.
my God.
Yeah, those are the long verses. Now it's going to get easier. It's a little shorter. Nice, nice. So chapter 15 is called Purushottama Yoga, the yoga of the Superman. Superman, it's okay. Or you can borrow this one if you want. We'll borrow this one. Here, take this one. Here you go. There you go. And we're right on this. I'll put it on the verse that we're on. There you go. So Alex, I think he's itching to go. You want to give us some recitations?
Sure.
Rusty,
Yeah.
ready.
Yeah, no, I can definitely got the first one. I mean, that one's in there now. I feel pretty good about it. But this week at work's been crazy, so made my little flashcards. I was trying, but it's anyway. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Ordva Mulam Atha Shakam Ashvatam Prahor Avyayam Chandamsi Yasya Tam no
Yasya Parnani.
Yasya Parnarni Yes Tam Veda Savedavit Ordva Chordvam
Adha.
Adha
Adash
Chordvam Adas Chordvam. I don't know why it's blank.
They're reciting from verse 1 going on. Yeah. Prashita.
Prashrita Yes Tasya.
Yeah.
Say
Oh, brah. Shaka, brah.
Shaka.
Yeah.
Shaka.
Maybe that could be the
Shaka. All right.
Prashita Shaka.
Prashrita Shaka.
Doesn't help us with the meaning, but it helps us remember the word.
Yeah, it does.
Guna.
Guna Pravida.
Yeah, soaking up that blue water, the green
Right.
water, the different dyed water, nourished by the gunas.
Guna Pravida.
Verse 2 now. We're on verse 2.
I'm just gonna Vishaya Pravala. Karma Nu no
Adash Chamulani.
Arashtamulani Anusantantani
Anusantatani.
Anusantantani Karmanu Bandini Manushaloke.
Very good, very good.
Okay.
You gotta find something that you do not super often,
Yeah.
something that you do ever so often. Maybe it's opening the fridge
Yeah.
and say, okay, every time I do this, I'm going to recite this. So it becomes part of it.
Yeah.
And then one, like I have my sadhana is I always recite chapter 15 once from and it
Nice.
takes like 3 minutes because I already have it now.
You've got it. Yeah.
But so yeah, find something that you do and then integrate it with that daily activity.
Yeah. I drive to work, or
Yeah.
it's like 15 minutes. So it's enough time to repeat them to and from work.
Something you can you have enough mental space to driving. You'll be in trouble if you need a little. Okay, well, what was it? Yeah, let me look it up. You get a good destination, like in your next life. You might be free to.
The tower is a great place, though, Prabhu, right?
Huh?
Where do you do your verse 15, Nityananda Chandra? Do you chant it in the shower, or like?
You got it. You got it.
It's just Sri Bhagavan Vacha.
Yeah, you got it, man. That's the one. Often in the shower.
If I may, Prabhu.
Yes.
When you were saying to try to weave it into something you do every day.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at text 6 right now, and Surya. The root is Surya, which is the sun.
Yeah.
And I clean area rugs for a living, and of course many area rugs are actually made in India, whether they're hand woven or machine made. But a very large manufacturer of area rugs the brand name is Surya.
Surya, yeah.
Yeah, and the brand it says Surya, and it even has a little sun emblem right beside it.
Nice.
And I see that now, and I think, hey, I know what that is. That's
nice.
It's Sanskrit for sun.
Sure.
But yeah, and so I get little reminders.
Some of these verses, when you see the sun, you can say it. There's 2 verses in this chapter that refer to the sun. This verse will be like saying, this verse says, my abode has no need for a sun, no need for sunlight, moonlight. It's like the sun itself. It has its own luminosity. But then there's another verse which is, I think, a little bit, it seems more appropriate to say when you see the sun in the morning, or you see the moon. And that is, I think, verse 12. That is Yadaditya Katam Tejo Jagat Basaya Te Kilam Yach Chandramasi Yach Chano Tat Tejo Vidimamatam. That light of the sun, that light of the moon and fire, know that comes from me. So that's, as soon as you see the sun or the moon, even sitting in front of a fire, you can just recite this verse for, to be conscious of Krishna. Let me see. I'm going to pull up verses on my phone so I can get a verse number.
And I got another little reminder today whenever I was cleaning a nice silk rug. Sometimes the nice hand woven rugs will have like a patch of cloth sort of stapled onto the back they put the weaver's information or the manufacturer information, and the manufacturer of that nice silk rug was Maharaj. It was something came after it, but it was like Maharaj, Incorporated or Limited, something like that. But it was Maharaj companies, and I was just thinking about it to myself. I was like, I know that one too. I
had a shirt.
Another thing that's coming up.
It said "Made in Hell, Thailand," and I think it was like the actual name of the town. And it was a Krishna shirt. I was like, "Come on, this is."
It's really, there's a Hell, Michigan. You can make you a shirt there.
Well, Chance will be in full bliss if he goes to India, Prabhu, won't he?
Oh,
everything's Krishna brand named there, like
Rupa underwear. Rupa underwear, yeah. I remember that was one of the first words I saw. I was laughing the first time I was in India.
Rupa underwear.
Yeah, white BVDs,
That like brings I won't even say it, like Rupa Goswami like wearing boxer briefs or something.
It's your form fitting. Okay, so let me get back to Text 6.
Avinash is in.
So how about Clayton? How about you give us a recitation?
Okay, Prabhu, I think I got it. Okay. Urdhva Mulamadashakam Ashvatam Prahuravyayam Chandansi Yasya Parnani Yastam Veda Savedavita Adaschordvam Prasritastasya Shaka Guna Pravridda Vishaya Pravalaha Adaschamulanyanusantatani Karmanubandhini Manushya Narupamasyeha tatopalabhyate Nanto na chadir na cha sampratishta Ashvattamenam suviruda moolam Asanga shastrena dridhena chitva Tatapadam tat parimargitavyam Yasmin gata nanivartanti bhuyaha Tameva chadyam purusham prapadye Yata pravritti prasrita purani Nirmana moha jita sangadosha Adhyatma nitya vinivritta kamaha Dvanver vimukta sukha dukkha sangye Gacchantya muda padamavyayam tate Natad vasayate suryo Nashashanko na pavakaha Yadgatva nanivartante Taddama paramam mama. Haribo.
Very nice. Very nice.
Your mercy, Prabhu.
Mr. Chance, what does tat mean?
Tat is that.
Oh, you got it. You got it. Yeah. It's got to add an H. Would you like to recite some verses?
Sure, I could do my best. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Urdhvamalam Rashakam Ashvatam Prahuravayam Chidamsi Yasya Purnani Yastam Verasa Verave Arastorvam Prasitasta Shishaka Guna Pravritha Vishya Pravala Aras Chamulani Anusantatani Karmanu Bandhini Manushya Loke Narupamasyeha tatopalapyate Nantana chadir nacha sampratishta Ashvatamenam suruthamulam Sangasastrena dridhena chitva Tatapadam tatparimargitavyam Yasmin gitana nirvartanti bhuya Yasmin
Tameva chadyam.
Tameva chadyam purusham papadye Yatha parvritti prasita parani Nirmana moha jita sanga dosha Yatma nitya vinavritta kamaha Dvanver vimukta sukadukka sangya Gachanti amudha paramapyayam tat Nathad bahasyate suryo Na shashanko na pavakaha Shashanko na pavakaha Yad Gitvana nirvartante Tadhamat paramam mama.
Nice.
Good
All right,
Prabhu.
Chapu, we're waiting for you. Are you able to get on?
Very well, everyone. Did you guys last session make it to the 6th verse?
No. Today is 6th verse. Yeah.
Oh
Today
my
is-
God. I was okay, like, okay, how many sessions did I miss?
No, today we're working on the 6th verse.
Yeah, the 5th verse, it doesn't exist to me.
Oh,
I never get the chance to read it, so I think I'm doing it until the 4th. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha Urdhvamulam Madashakam Ashvatam Prahuravyayam Chandam Siyasya Parnani Jastam Veda Savedavid Adaschordvam Prasitastasya Shaka Guna Pravidam Vishaya Pravala Na Adaschamulani anusantatani karmanubhandini manushaloke narupamasyehan tatopalabhyate nanto nachadir nacha sampratishtam ashvataminam subiruthamulam asangasashtrena chitvam.
Very nice, very nice. And we got a Bailey coming in right now.
sorry?
Avinash, would you be able to recite some of the verses?
Yeah, Prabhuji, I have not memorized second and third, Prabhuji, yet.
Okay.
Shri Bhagavan Vacha Urdhvamulam Madashakam Ashwatam Prahuravyayam Chandamsi Yasya Paranani Yastam Veda Savedavit Tatapadam Tat Parimargitavyam Yasmin Gatana Nivartanti Bhuya Yasmin Gatana Nivartanti Bhuya Tvameva Chadyam Purusham Prapadye Yata Pravriti Prashruta Purani Nirmana Moha Jita Sanga Dosha Adhyatma Nitya Vinivritta Kama Dvandair Vimukto Sukadukka Samner Gacchantyamuda Padamavyayam Tat Na tad pasayate suryo na shishanko pavakaha yat gatva na nivartante taddama paramam mama.
Bailey, yep. Yeah, for it, Bailey.
What was that?
Give us some recitations.
All right. Let's see. I think I have up to fourth memorized. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Urdvamulamada Shakam Ashvatam Prahoravyayam Chandamsi Yasyat Parnani Yastam Vedasa Vedavit Adashchordvam Prasurtas Tasya Shaka Guna Pravrida Dishaya Pravalaha Adashchamulani Anusantatani Karmanubandini Manushyaloke Narupam Aseha Tatopalavyate Nanto Nacha Dir Nacha Sampratishta Ashvatam Menam Suveruramulam Asanga Shastrena Durdana Chitva Tatapadam Tats Parimargatavyam Yasmin Gata Na Nivartanti Bhuyaha Tam Eva Chadyam Purusham Prapadye Yata Pravriti Prasurta Purani.
Very nice.
That's all. I just got 4.
Okay. Yeah. So let's look at this next verse. The verse that we're on. Natad Basayate Suryo. So you can everyone repeat. Nashashanko Napavakaha.
Nashashanko na pavakaha
Yat Gatvana Nivartante.
yat gatva na nivartante
Taddhama Paramam Mama.
taddhama paramam mama.
Natad Basayate Suryo.
Natad Pashayate Suryo
Nashashanko Napavakaha.
Nashashanko na pavakaha
Yat Gatva Nanivartante.
Yat gatva na nivartante
Taddama paramamama.
Taddama paramam mama.
So, how many of you have heard of the man on the moon?
Which one? The Vedic man on the, or the man on the moon?
The just like the if you look at the shadows.
Yeah.
Yes. Now, what you should look up, just type in Google rabbit moon, and you'll see how the shadows make an image like a rabbit. And in India, they don't say man on the moon. In India and Japan, a lot of places, they say the rabbit on the moon. I'm looking at it. I just typed rabbit moon and I got a really cool little outline that just shows how it looks like a rabbit on the moon, the dark spots. So here, the moon is being described as, well, there's Anka, Shashanko. So Anka is where you get the word ink. I have a friend, Mark. He's an ink artist. He's a tattoo artist. And so Ank means to mark something. And so it also means ink. So Shashi means rabbit. So he who is marked with the rabbit, who is, has the mark of a rabbit, is the moon. So that's a interesting name for the moon there. Shashanko. Everybody in India, Surya is the most common. That's most common name for the sun. Everybody knows that one. This word basayate also illuminates. It's going to pop up again in verse 12 when it again talks about the sunlight. So it's good to pavakaha, fire. Prabhupada also includes electricity. Anything that has that quality of energy transference or some kind of combustion. Gatva, this is a past tense. A lot of times the words I see with the TVA are sometimes past tense. It's like a past tense root there in Sanskrit. Yat Gatva, having gone there, once you have gone, na nivartante, you don't come back. And what does tat mean, Bailey? Tat?
That?
Yeah. Tat means that.
That, yeah.
Tat dhamma, that abode. Paramam, what is paramam? That's this chapter is called, oh no, it's uttamam, purushottama. That's a different word. But paramam is like also super, supreme. Param atma, yes. And mama. What are the two things we say when we're born? We say, mama, it's mine. Mama means mine. And papa in Sanskrit means, what does pap mean, Avinash? In Hindi. Pap.
Pap, sin.
Sin, yeah. So the first things we're thinking is mine and sin. What is it? What does Raghu say? Good morning. So mama means mine. Near mama, I was thinking of something else. So how about we break everybody in groups? Let me break you out and everybody can practice with each other. There you go. Okay. Let's join. There we go.
Hey. Nanto nancha dir nancha sampratish ta.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay,
Yeah.
try the whole line. Nanto nacha dir nacha sampratishta.
Nancho nancha dir sampratishta.
Yep.
And also the that one really helps with the hand motions too.
Yeah.
Because that line it's like just a whole nanto, no
Nanto.
end, no beginning, nachadir. Anta means what? Vedanta.
Vedanta.
Anta is the end. That's a nanto. Like the last, the Chaitanya Charitamrita is divided into 3 sections: the Adi Lila, the Madhya, the middle, and the Antya Lila. So, Nanto, Nachadir, no Adi,
Nanto, Nachadir,
Sampratishta, and no foundation to the whole thing.
Nanto, Nanchandir, Nancha Sampratista. Tish? What is that? What do I?
Tish. Yeah, it's the S with a dot is like an SH, right? You want to try those 2 lines now together.
Okay.
If you can do it 3 times or twice or whatever.
Narupam.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, sorry, I got disconnected, Prabhuji. So I was resigning.
So we're waiting for Bailey?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. There's Bailey. He got disconnected. How you guys doing?
We're doing good. We were going back and forth for a little bit.
On verse 6 right now?
On verse 6, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So na tad basayate suryo, na shashanko. You can make a moon, crescent. Whatever. Napavaka. Yat gatva na nivartante. We already did this one before. Yeah. What was the line? That line was thereafter. What is that line? The verse Tatra verse 4 of the Bhagavad Gītā.
Yasmin gata na nivartanti bhuya.
Yasmin gata na nivartante. Yasmin gata. So yeah, not yat gatva na nivartante. So it's like the same. You were basically saying the same words there. Tadama. That is my Tadama Paramamama. That's my supreme place. All right, yeah, go for it. Just popping in different rooms.
A little easy because there's a lot of negation, so it's almost before every word is na, and so you really only have to. So half of the words are not that, and so I've been kind of just to memorize Bhasyate and Suryo, illumines sun, Shashanko moon, Pavakaha fire, electricity, and then Gatva Nanavartante. I think we've had that. Well, I think we've had just about that whole line in a previous verse. Yes, that from where you go, you don't return.
Yasmin gata na nivartante bhuya.
Bhuya.
It's like the same thing.
Bhuya, yeah.
Chandra, I'm having trouble with pasayate.
Yeah. Natad bhasayate. It's one syllable.
Pasayate.
Yeah, it's one syllable. It's got a ha to it, but it's still one syllable.
Bhasayate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Natad
Is-
bhasayate suryo.
Chance, can you say the way that you were saying it?
Oh, the way I was saying it was Bhasyate.
But
Bhasyate.
But yeah,
Maybe that could be more right than mine. I don't know. Bhasyate. Bhasyate.
Bhasayate.
Because yeah, the emphasis is on that first syllable.
Bhasayate.
Natad bhasayate
Natad
suryo.
bhasayate suryo.
See, I'm doing a little bit of emphasis on the second syllable, but it doesn't say it's there.
Yeah, me
So
too.
maybe Chances got it better than us right now.
I mean, it seems that you
No,
add
no,
a
no.
little extra after ba, like ba.
Yeah, that's
Bhasayate.
English just like forces you to emphasize that second syllable, but it doesn't have any. It's not doesn't seem like it's supposed to be there. Natad bhasayate suryo. There you go. Natad bhasayate
Bhasayate
suryo.
suryo.
Yeah,
Okay.
bhasyate suryo.
Bhasayate suryo.
Yeah.
Bhasayate
Natad bhasyate suryo. Nashashanko apavakaha.
Jagatva Vartante Tandamapanam.
Natad bhasyate bhasyate. Bha. It's not used to this kind of stuff.
Yeah, me neither.
Even you take Hindi, it's like a lot of you run out of breath.
Natad Bhasayate suryo. Okay.
And
Bhasyate.
this is, especially since this line or this text is pretty short, it's one of those that you could easily sort of memorize the translation of it, and that would also help you with remembering the Sanskrit. It's not too complex. It's a lot of not this, not that. But yeah, it is. I have found it so far a little easier than some previous verses.
Yeah, it's shorter.
Yeah,
Shorter, and
mostly just getting
the message is it's pretty
melody.
simple. The message is not very difficult to understand.
Mhm.
There's no analogy given in really, big. All right. Okay, you guys keep on practicing.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Where's Avinash?
The moon.
Did Bailey disappear?
Yeah, Prabhuji, I think he's having connection issues.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. You have any questions?
No, Prabhuji. I'm good.
Okay. Let me see. I'll check on Alex and Clayton.
Cha.
Cha sa Sastrena?
Sampratishta.
Yeah. Something.
Just read it right off your sheet.
All right. Narupam asyeha tato palabhyate.
And also while you're looking at it, think of the
Oh yeah, I did.
yeah.
The hat.
Yeah.
Narupam asyeha tato.
Rupa. Rupa. Yeah. Yeah. Upalabhyate.
Palabhyate. Tato palabhyate.
Yeah.
Nanto nan chandir. Na cha sampratisha.
Tishta.
Okay. Ashvatam enan Suvrida Mulam.
Suvirudha.
Viruda. Suvimulam. Ashanga.
Asanga. What does Sangha mean?
It's like a community.
To associate, yeah. And so Asanga is,
Not associate.
yeah,
Associate. Yeah.
detachment, yeah. Asanga,
Sangha. Sasthana.
weapon.
Weapon. What
Sastrena. Dridena. Dridena means with you're very firm, taking it seriously. And
Chitva.
get by. Don't mean to interrupt you too much.
Tat Parmagavi.
Pretty sure that was the whole thing.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that you got the whole thing. Yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
Now, what
Na
does
tat
pasyate
pa.
mean?
Mm. Mm, 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 mm.
Yunanda's
What is that?
ones are pretty good.
Yeah. I don't know the word in English, but it's illumina in Spanish.
Same word.
Yeah, that's
What
Yeah,
is
that's
the
it.
word for you guys?
illuminates.
Illuminate. Ah, okay. Illuminate. Okay. Okay, ask me one more.
Let's see. Good one. Well, I guess Pavaka. No, Shashanko na Pavaka.
Mm, electricity, fire.
Yes. Yeah, fire, electricity. I think
Okay.
if I remember right, one of the other translations, they might not have used the word electricity, and that could be Prabhupada sort of bringing it up to date, more or less. But he includes in the word for word fire, electricity.
Yeah, for me,
And
it said
here,
fire and electricity.
in this world, everything is completely dark. The only thing that has its own luminosity is the sun. We're in this like really dim, dark universe where the spiritual world is like the opposite. Everything is effulgent. Everything is, it's not darkness, it's just full of light. There's no like, the planet's full of light, the space is full of light, the people are full of light. Just everything is self-luminous.
I would kind of hope in in Vaikuntha that my eyes aren't as sensitive as they are now, or at least I get some sunglasses.
There's a verse in the Ishopanishad, and it says, "Oh Lord, please dim down your effulgence so I can see your face."
Because it's so bright.
And then there's another book called the Brihad Bhagavatamrita. And this devotee goes back to the spiritual world and he sees this being of like immense majesty. He's like so effulgent. And it seems like the opulences, the wealth of millions of universes are emanating out of his body. And he bows before him. He says, "Oh, my dear Lord, I'm so happy to see you." And he says, "Hey, no, I'm not God. I'm just one of the people here."
Move on.
He's over there. And then he sees another being who's like even more like, he's like, "Oh my God, there you are, my Lord." He looks and he said, No. He's way better. That's a cool book. Brihad Bhagavatamrita. He keeps on thinking, okay, this has to be Krishna. Look at this guy. He's so effulgent. And then he runs up. He's in Vaikuntha. Now, what's the relationship in Vaikuntha? Do you know what the difference between Vaikuntha and Vrindavan?
No.
Vrindavan is, hey Krishna, what's up, bro? How's it going? You play a game with him. Sometimes he
Yeah.
loses. Sometimes
Mm.
sometimes he wins. Where in Vaikuntha, it's like, oh, everyone's like majesty, and so he goes to Vaikuntha and he runs up to give Vishnu a hug, and people are like, shh, what are you doing? We don't do that here. You got to go to Vrindavan or something. That's not what we do here. That's not the mood there. They're very respectful. He's God. In Vrindavan, they forget that he's God. They just, tease Krishna and give him all kinds of trouble. All right.
All right. Let's see. So
So yut with a Y, where, but tut.
That is that. That.
You probably missed. Yeah. Paramam.
Supreme.
Yes. You know everything. You got it all.
Guruji, one thing I realized is if we know the meanings, it's easier to memorize.
Yeah.
And then all this vocabulary, as you go on, you're going to run into, like we said, basyate. You're going to run into that word again. And you're like, okay, I kind of remember what it means to be something like illumination or something. And that brings it together. Nice. And you see, you don't, if you've read the translations and the purports and maybe some of these commentaries, and you get familiar with the verse, you don't really need to know Sanskrit grammar to be able to remember the translation. You just, okay, I know what this verse is about. I don't know how to translate it, but I can't tell you why it comes out in a certain way exactly. But and plus most of it so far, they're quite simple. They're not too, like sometimes Upanishad, you read like Ishopanishad, it's kind of hard to understand the Sanskrit to the English. It's not as straightforward. But yeah. Dhamma, the holy places, Bailey, like where I live, they call it Kala Chanji Dham. Vrindavan, Dham. Mayapur, Dham. Dham is like the holy abode. And one of the acharyas I think we read, he also refers to it as his body. So his body has no need for illumination. Krishna's body itself is self-luminous. All right. Okay, you guys go for it. Not join.
Okay. Not here. Nacha sampratishta. Narupam asyena tato balabhyate. Nanto nachadir. Nacha sampratishta.
Yeah.
Asyena tato palabhyate. Nato nachadir. Chadir. Yeah. Nacha sampratishta.
Yeah, it's, you be careful with your narupam. It's asyeha, not asyena. Asyeha. Narupam asyeha.
Asyeha.
Yeah.
Narupam asyeha tato palavyate. Nanto nachadir nacha sampratisha. Tishta?
Yeah, and you can do like Nityananda Chandra Prabhu shows. It actually works. I found that really helped me memorize that verse, Prabhu, when I did, because what did they say? They say, if you what is it? You see, you forget, or you hear, you forget, you see and you remember, and you do and you understand. So actually by doing that verse, that na anta, no ending, na chadir, adi means beginning, right? So no ending, no beginning, and no foundation. Nanto nachadir nacha sampratishta. I found that really helped me remember that. Okay, let's try those first two lines again. Okay. What we're doing, Prabhu, is I'm chanting it once and he's repeating it back twice, and we're doing like sets of that, kind of push-ups for the.
Just busting this thing.
Here we go, Prabhu. Narupam asyeha tato palabhyate nanto nachadir nacha sampratishta.
Narupam asyenha tato palabhyate nanto nachadir nacha sampratista. Narupam asyenam tato palabhyate
Asyeha.
asyeha. Man.
Yeah, iha means like iha is like in this, let's see, in this world. Asya iha in this world. So, and asya is a possessive. Like if we want to say Alex, this is Alex's spoon. We say Alex asya chamasakaha. Alex asya, Krishnasya. Radha, not Radha, it's for masculine words. Balaramasya. So this, there's no form of like that in iha, this world. Asyeha.
Yeah.
I'll start from Narupam asyeha tato palabhyate nanto nachadir nacha sampratista tisha.
Yeah. Narupam asyeha tato palabhyate nanto nachadir nacha sampratishta.
Narupam asyeha. Yeah. Okay. Tato palabhyate nanto nachadir nacha sampratishta.
Did you do it twice? I forgot.
That's the first time. Narupam asyeha tato palabhyate nanto nachadir nacha sampratishta.
And I'll just give you, we'll keep doing that, but the one Nityananda Chandra Prabhu showed for Narupam, na means no, and rupa, or in this case rupam, means form, no form. So he says narupam asyeha, and what is it? Tato palabhyate, can be perceived. So tato palabhyate can be perceived. So narupam asyeha tato palabhyate nachanto nachadir nacha sampratishta. We try twice now.
Narupam asyeha tato palabhyate nanto nachantir nacha sampratista.
Yep. Narupam asyeha tato palabhyate nanto nachadir nacha sampratishta.
Narupam asyeha tato palabhyate nanto nanchantir nacha sampratista.
Again, yep.
Narupam asyeha tato palabhyate nanto nachadir nacha sampratishta.
Yeah. Narupam asyeha tato palabhyate nanto nachadir nacha sampratishta.
Narupam asyeha tato palabhyate nanto nachadir nacha sampratishta. Narupam asyeha tato palabhyate nanto nachadir nacha sampratista.
Yep. Okay. So well, now we'll go to the next line. Okay. The
Yeah.
next line is Ashvatam enam suvirudamulam. So Ashvatam, Nityananda Prabhu teaches, is the tree, right? Ashvatam enam. What does it mean here? Enam is like this or that, or yeah, enam is this. So Ashvatam enam, and suviruda. Viruda, he said, means strong, and anything with su means like really, like so really strong. So Ashvatam enam suviruda, and roots, mulam, roots, right? So we'll try that one. So I'll chant, you repeat twice, okay? Ashvatam enam suviruda mulam.
Ashvatam enam
It's 20 hours.
Sorry, the word is viruda, suviruda.
Viruda mulam. Ashvatam enam
You got it.
Viruda enam mulam. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Ashvatam enam
You got it.
Virudam amulam. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Ashvatam enam suviruda mulam.
Ashvatam enam suvirudam mulam. Ashvatam enam suvirudam amulam.
Yeah. Here we go. Ashvatam enam suviruda mulam.
Ashvatam enam suvirudam mulam. Ashvatam enam suvirudam mulam. Ashvatam enam suvirudam.
Discord, but one of
Yeah.
the first like study materials that Nityananda sent had a link to a SoundCloud track. The channel on SoundCloud was called
Okay.
Krishna Tube, and yeah, basically
Okay.
they have all of the whole Bhagavad Gītā recorded, someone going through it, saying the verse, the translation, and then the purport. And so that's what I've been using for the melody. It's a little faster, but I like that melody.
And it's like an hour for the whole. It does the whole chapter, all purports in like an hour.
Yeah, chapter 15. Yeah, I think it's like 56 minutes or something. It's just under an hour.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, Chapo, I didn't want you to leave without last week's the visuals.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
A ver.
So, mana means pride. Mana. You've heard of the word nirvana. Nir means without. So nirmana. So nirmana, moha. What does moha mean? Illusion.
Okay.
Jita. Jita sangadosha. Jita sangadosha. Jita is where you get the word jai. Yay,
Okay.
yay. Means to conquer, having conquered. Dosha. Your dosha is kapha vata. Are you a kapha vata?
If you say so. I don't know.
Ayurveda?
I haven't take the test
Okay.
to know.
So dosha means faults. In Ayurveda, it just means what element you have, out of the three, which one do you have too much of? But the word in general is here is not being used in the Ayurvedic sense. But sanga dosha, your fault, your bad association, your faulty association. Jita sanga dosha, having conquered. Adhyata nitya. Adhyata nitya is like he's a yogi. He's like fixed in the eternal. And he's always. Also, it means we read in one of the commentaries. It means he's always like he daily, not always, but daily he's reflecting on it. Like he listens to the wisdom sages every day. Adhyata nitya, and he's vritta kama. He's like. Ugh. He's done with lust. Like, just think of like the four Kumaras, like a 5-year-old coming across something lusty. They're like, he's done with lust. Vinivita kama. Dvande, duality. Dvande, what is it? What is it like?
Vimukta.
Vimukta, yeah.
How do you say the previous word?
Dwandware.
No, more.
It's not easy.
I always say like Dwandwai. Dwandwai.
It's like an A and E.
Dwandwai.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So A and E. Let's see. What is it?
Vimukta.
Vimukta. Mukta. You know this word mukti, liberation. So he's liberated from sukha dukkha.
Happiness and distress.
Sukha dukkha samgir. Gachanti. Again, this is gacha. We have this word gatva, gacha, gata, means to go.
Okay.
Gachanti. They, this is a plural. Attain. You know. Amudha. Appears to me, amudha is the opposite of mudha. Mudha is a fool. So amudha is not foolish. He's not bewildered. He just has total clarity.
Okay.
Unbewildered. Padam avyam tat. He attains that padam, that situation. That is avyayam. This is that word again. Avyayam. Tat.
That. Okay.
True.
Yeah, can you do it all?
Situation.
All the lines?
Nirmana moha jita sangha dosha adyatma. You know, I can't really fit on the camera, but yeah, you can see like the yoga pose. Adyatma nitya vinivita kama dvande vimukta sukha dukkha samgir gachanta muda padamavyam tat. I don't really have one for the last part.
Aveyama, I mean, I remember that you were saying Aveyam like this.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
Okay,
gonna
thank you.
bring us all back together.
Okay. Thank you, Chance.
You're very welcome, Chafu.
So we're here. I think they're just finishing up. Clayton's a good teacher. We need to find those people that are struggling and help them out.
Yes, I'm sure there are a couple of people that
It's
are
a very
struggling.
intimidating thing, even for somebody who is practicing for a very long time. They're like, no way I can memorize a whole chapter. That's crazy. But you see, I think we're definitely at least a third of the way done. We're definitely at least a third of the way through it. And we're just saying how it's, it can be a very daunting, intimidating task. But we're working through like 1/3 of it right now. And as you can like that it can be done, then you start to develop a little bit of energy too, because you're like, okay, I see I'm getting somewhere. I'm slowly it's sticking a little bit more than it did last time. But yeah,
those long ones are daunting for sure, Prabhu.
Yeah.
You just gotta keep at it, right?
Yeah, keep at it.
I was like almost that one day I missed. I was like, oh my God. But I just was like, I went on the bridge that one day and was just like, bam, bam. Just kept at it.
And then it's gonna be, you're not gonna be able to forget it. You won't be able to forget it. You're gonna be like Gajendra, remembering in your previous life, the verse that Gajendra the elephant, he remembered that verse from his previous life and was saved from his, deathly situation.
Prabhu, I don't know if there's any science to it, but like I was struggling a bit with verse 4, right? Tata padam tat parimargitavyam. I found that so I just really like, I was determined one day just to do it again and again. And I don't know if there's any science to this, but like I actually remember in my sleep, in my dream, like I was practicing too. So if you do it enough, then it's just on autopilot, right?
Yeah,
like,
yeah. My wife used to say, said, "Oh, you're saying verses in your sleep."
So awesome.
Yeah. And if you can't sleep, either you'll get some sleep or you'll get your verse practice. Either it'll tire your brain out, you'll fall asleep. It's a good way.
That's awesome.
Or sometimes you'll get some tongue twister ones also. They were like, I remember I was with a friend, and they're really like, they're really struggling with I think it was 6-1. 6-1. No, it wasn't 6-1. It was 6-2 maybe. Nahya Sanyasta.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And it was like it only makes sense if you put the words together. Because it was Nahy and then a word asanyasta. And it was Nahya Sanyasta. They're like, yeah.
Which verse is that? 6?
6-2. Yan sanyasa viti prahur yogam tam vidi pandava. Nahya sanyasa sankalpo yoga bhaviti kashtana.
That is a tongue twister.
Someday I want to do chapter 6 someday. But I think it's quite a bit of verses. So it becomes a little bit daunting. And then at some point, there's there's a verse here. And you know how all the verses so far are 2 lines? There's a verse here that's really long, and it's 3 lines in chapter 6. I'm like, oh, I have no idea what's the meter for it practically.
Yeah, it looks like there are 47 verses in chapter 6.
Yeah. There's a lot of really good ones, especially for those who are involved in yoga and teaching yoga. Very good ones. Someday, I can definitely help you guys with doing number 7 and 9, or we could all do number 6 also.
This is fun.
Nice.
Let's do the whole Gita, and we'll all be like 70 years old. Like, still.
You were in Vrindavan, wasn't it, Clayton? There's so many of those kids have it memorized.
Yeah, and I mean, at one point I was in the 13 to 16-year-old boys ashram, and there was a few boys. I remember this one boy in particular, and he was just practicing every day, nonstop. Like every free second he had, he was walking around with a shloka on a piece of paper and doing it. And by the time they graduated, they knew the whole Gita. Not by anything I did, because I was just there for a year or less, helping out with kids catching up. But Gauri Das, who was their teacher there, he had them. I mean, they were learning since 5 years old. A lot of those kids too.
What was Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur's story? He had it all memorized, I think, by the age of 7, but with deep commentary. He could speak on every single verse. He had the whole chapter memorized by the age of 7, and
wow.
Basically with all the purports.
Crazy.
But that's Bhaktisiddhanta. Bhaktisiddhanta was a complete genius.
Wasn't his father Bhaktivinoda?
Bhaktivinoda Thakur, yes.
Bhaktivinoda Thakur.
Yeah. He discovered some stars. Some stars in the sky were discovered by Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Very far out stuff. All right, so we're all good. Thank you this was fun.
Yeah.
We were saying we're with Chapu, and was it Chapu and Chance? That was the group? Yeah, we're saying probably it's Basyate. I don't think it's Basayate. That's kind of probably my more American song that's bringing it in. Basyate Suryo. You have to try.
Pasyate.
Yeah, because it doesn't have a long A on that second syllable. So we try to avoid overemphasizing that second syllable. Natat basayate suryo. And that bha is always those aspirated letters, the ones with the H's in them, they're just still one syllable letters. They can be longer syllables, but they're not like they're not baha. It's bha. We're out of air. All right. Well, thank you. And if you find anybody who needs some help, you guys catch each other, or if you see any other Gita classmates, try to catch each other up, maybe meet each other, call each other up. And Alex, just find something that you could do, like you could write it on the fridge. Okay, let me say it. I want to open this fridge. I want what's inside. All right, then say, okay. Might be weird for whoever's else in your house.
I found that helps as well, writing it out for sure.
Yeah,
Helps to
writing.
memorize.
And
Little
writing, all different things that you can do. Whatever you can do, there's writing, there's acting it out, there's telling others. Take all these different methods and employ them. And then when we're finished, we could do a video. We can send a video to Kastuba and Raghu of like everybody reciting it, and then everybody wrap off a verse meaning or something like that. I think that would be really exciting.
There is. I was going to say there's one of the Zoom, or I don't know if he's a Zoomers, but one of the people that attend the Wisdom of the Sages, I forget his name. He has a devotee name. He's the one that makes the Raghu's ecstatic noises.
Oh yeah, the skateboarder.
Yeah, we could maybe get him to mix up a video or like audio clip for us.
Yeah. I know him. He's great.
Is there a recording of Raghunath's ecstatic noises?
There is a compilation.
I think over 11 or 12 compilations.
Uddhava Sandesh. Yeah, that's his name.
Yeah,
where is that?
SoundCloud.
Yeah, look up, just type in Raghu's ecstatic noises on SoundCloud.
Okay, that's awesome.
They're pretty. I've only listened to a couple of them, but they're pretty hilarious.
Yeah. What? Yeah, they're awesome.
Yeah.
Lots of giggles and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, his crazy evil giggles.
Yeah.
And
nice. Yeah, we could get Uddhava Sandesh to put it all together. All right.
That's right.
All right. Well, thank you. See you guys.
Thank you,
Saturday
everyone.
morning.
Haribol Prabhus. Anybody can hit me up on Discord.
Haribol.
Sorry,
Yeah,
Krishna.
if you guys want to practice with Clayton, he's got a bit got some good experience. So Alex,
We'll do push-ups.
yeah.
I will be in touch, Clayton.
And
5 push-ups for every line.
Chapu watched the video for last Saturday. You can. All right. Well, thank you. Om Tat Sat.
Haribol Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Haribol.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.